Good morning. Let's talk some football. Steelers, Ravens, Saturday football. I got multiple free picks in this one. I'm going to talk about the entire Week 18 slate. I'm also going to give a little recap of this week and make it quick. All right, playoff pack. Last year was 21-6 in the NFL playoffs. Almost a 50% return on investment. Was up 52 units, and this is nothing over. I had one max play at 10 units, and other than that, there's nothing over 7. It is 3 to 7 units there in the NFL playoffs, and it was up 52 units on a 21-6, 77%. The year before that, more of the same. Over the past 3 years in the NFL playoffs, I am 44-18 for a 70% clip, up over 80 units during that time. And I can prove every single one. I have bet slips, I have ticket slips, I have emails sent out, I have bet tracks. I can promise you that you will not find a better investment on your dollar. I will have a $100 package for my NFL playoffs, and it will be guaranteed. If you don't make at least your money back, you will get 2 months of college basketball and NBA for free. Let's ride, baby. All right, Steelers, Ravens. First things first, recap. I was on Alabama. That was my game of the year. I could talk about it for years. I could talk about it for days. I thought it was the right side all the way through the game. Michigan had a phenomenal game plan in the first half. They hadn't shown any of it. They hadn't shown any motion, any 3-wide sets. They run the most 12 personnel, which is 1 running back, 2 tight end in the nation. Alabama's the best at stopping it. They didn't run it at all. It was one of those things. It was a phenomenal first half game plan by Michigan, and I knew that Saban would come out in the second half and dominate, and that's exactly what they did. Alabama absolutely dominated the second half. A fumble by Milroe, just dropped the ball pretty much, and then a couple bad snaps, and that's the game. It's unfortunate. It was a horrible loss, but we bounced back here. So looking at this game here and the rest of this week. So 4 straight college basketball winners on TikTok. Let's keep that going as well. But Steelers, Ravens. All I keep hearing this week is how teams that need to win won't cover. I understand what history tells you. 39% of the time over the past 20 years, teams that need to win in this spot don't cover. My thing about it, though, is every single fake sharp person in the world has already bet these games. Normally, the public is coming in and just hitting these teams that need to win. Like hitting the Steelers. They're hitting every single team that needs to win, driving the line up. None of that is happening this week. Everybody, all those idiots jumped the gun way too quickly. This line could be Steelers -6, but every dollar is on the Ravens because the Steelers need to win. It's the same shit for every single game this week, and I'm fading the fucking fake sharps. I'll ride with the public this week. I don't give a damn. Give me the Steelers to beat the shit out of the Ravens. I think it's going to be a good game, but 3 points? This line should be more than that. Look at the Jags and the Titans. There's no way that line should be 3.5 points. That should be 6 points. Panthers and the Bucs, that should be 6 points. Every single one of these games has been bet way too early. There's a guy, one of the best sports bettors. I don't say that to anyone. You know, most people who do this, I believe, are pretty much scammers. Anyone who won't admit they lose is a scammer. Period. End of story. Anyone who says, I'm the best, I do think I'm pretty damn good, one of the best. And when it comes to the NFL playoffs, I will tell you I am the best. But all year long, it's up and down, it's up and down, it's up and down. The idea is to make a profit at the end of the year. Now, it is never sweet. You know, it is you win, you lose. It is sports betting. You're never going to win every game. 56% is solid. If you can somehow manufacture 60% for a season, that's elite. You're great at what you're doing. That's what I'm doing here. I'm not saying any. So these people driving me crazy. But the thing about it, I'm rambling now. Las Vegas Chris. He's won the Circa Million contest multiple times. He's won the Survivor contest. He's one of the best. He's an older guy, but he thinks very well. And I haven't watched anything of him pretty much all year long, but I understand something that he always says, and it's when to bet a number. Every single one of these fake sharps is betting these numbers way too soon. Now, I might only go 500 in this week. I might lose them all. But damn it, these are horrible numbers that these people are betting because they are jumping the gun way too early. This line should be way higher. I don't understand it. Give me the Steelers -3 next game. There's nothing in this one as far as being anything. I'm riding Minshew until the wheels fall off because that's my guy. Next game. You mean to tell me that this line should only be 4.5? Bet way too soon. People are betting the Panthers. And the mind-blowing thing is you got to use your brain in this business. Like, use your brain. It just drives me crazy. It's almost like robots. This is what happens if AI were to bet. You're just a fucking robot. Oh, this team hasn't covered yet. Bucs at the Panthers. This was a 4-point spread back in Tampa Bay. And now people are like, oh, it's only a 4.5 in Carolina. That's fishy. Does anyone in the world think that playing at Carolina is a disadvantage? It's going to be more Bucs fans there without a doubt. There might only be 75 Bucs fans in attendance, and that'll be 50 more than there will be Panther fans. There is no home field advantage. This line was bet way too soon. And for the record, I liked all these teams, like Panthers, Ravens, Titans, all the way down the line. I liked them all. Every single one was bet too soon by the fake sharps, and now they lost all their value, in my opinion. Fuck it. I mean, give me the Bucs, I guess. Just ugly. Give me the Bucs. What are we doing here? I was on the Cardinals last week, big, versus John Gannon versus his old team and the Eagles. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Give me the fucking Seahawks. Give me the Packers. Bet way too soon. And no one is talking about Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson might be the most important injury of the week. I've been on this Bears team quite literally every single week since they got Montez Sweat, and I've been racking out on the Bears. But Packers chasing postseason berth as they attempt to beat Bears for 10th straight time. Packers own the Bears. They're their daddy. Next game, Packers. And then we get to this one. Woo-wee. Why is this one the only one that those fake sharps aren't touching? It's just so ugly that I got to take the Commanders. It's 13 points, and now this is a line that is where it should be. Look at the Cowboys and what they've done on the road. Now you're going into Washington. It's not going to be a good environment. You got a dog shit field. You got dog shit weather. You got a team that sucks on the road. You got a team that sucks on grass, and they're 13.5-point favorites. I was on the Commanders on Thanksgiving, and it was a 20-10 game, and they were catching 13 in Dallas. It was a 20-10 game, and it might even have been a 7-point game. They had 4 opportunities on 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1 to get a first down, and they missed 4 straight times. They gave the Cowboys short field, and it ended up being a blowout in the 4th quarter. 3rd quarter, it was a tight game. I am more than willing to take the Commanders again today. It's a bad spot for the Commanders. It's Ron Rivera's final game as a head coach. Give me the Commies plus a 13.5. Give me the Commanders on the first half money line as well, and just send the Cowboys to the fucking grave. I could see this game right here being the Jags versus the fucking Colts 3 years ago, when all the Colts needed to do was beat the 1-15 Jags to get into the playoffs, and they lose. I could very well see the Commanders just somehow pulling a miracle out of their ass and beating the Cowboys on the field. But I'll take first half money line, and I'll take the Commanders plus a 13.